A rated PG-13 death trap movie released in January. Okay. Escape Room. So Escape Room is a thriller? Horror movie? No, kind of. Point is, escape rooms, they exist in the world. There are these rooms that have puzzles in them and you gotta get the clues and get the key and then escape from the escape room. This is that premise, but a group of people are in this escape room. They need to escape or die. They get done with one room, they go to the next room, and there are a few escape rooms. Different scenarios, different puzzles, different clues. So it's pretty much the premise of Saw 5, right? It's the same premise. Saw 5 was exactly that premise. But whatever, now we have this movie. So this is where I clarify by me saying they exist in the world. I mean, they exist in that funhouse capacity. Like, oh, we solved it, or we didn't solve it. That was fun. Let's do it again next week. I'm not saying murder, death trap rooms that kill you really do exist in real life that we know of. Or maybe they do. Just no one ever lives to talk about them. So on to Escape Room. Escape Room's pretty much exactly what you think Escape Room's going to be, given the description. How good do you think that's going to be? How do you think it's going to be? It actually might be a little better than you might think. It's not the shittiest thing I've seen in January. It's just not as smart as I would have liked to have seen from a movie with this premise. Like, some of the characters are idiots. If they're not idiots, they're just unbelievable. One dude in here, of course, just has a chip on his shoulder. He's just an asshole. But even with the nerdy kid, everyone's giving this nerdy kid so much shit. Like, you're never going to have sex with a girl. You don't have sex with girls. It's like, people, it's 2018. This nerd is probably smashing some hard MTG ass. Don't underestimate, I'm just saying. But the asshole in this movie is just an asshole to an unbelievable degree. Just in terms of human nature, there's a scene where someone runs into an invisible wall and he's like, he's laughing at him. And if he just ran into a wall, I would get it. Invisible wall? That you should have some pause. I get you might be laughing on the inside, but your curiosity as to how the fuck did he run into an invisible wall, I think that would override it. That would supersede your want to laugh and you'd be like, how is that possible? How did he run into, there are invisible walls now? But no, he doesn't question it, he just laughs. Some of the puzzles are pretty clever, pretty fun. And I suppose it not being as smart as it wants to be works in its favor because it never leaves the audience behind. Because, you know, you're the audience, you want to play along, you want to figure it out, and you will always figure it out before they do. Cool that you can keep up. Cool that you know you would survive these death rooms. I will say, when the movie's in the pocket doing the puzzles, I was having a pretty good time. When the movie wants to be more clever than it actually is, then it feels like it's wasting your time. There's actually a part in this movie where the movie wants to deal with something pretty sophisticated, but the execution on how they chose to show it is ass. Proof positive, you can have a neat concept, but you do still have to pull it off. This movie is like a relationship. When it keeps it simple, it's remarkably enjoyable. When it tries to overcomplicate things, then you just want to check out. I'll say Escape Room's a better time if you're drunk. Yeah, now it's a party. Here's a story. You want a story? Story time. I like puzzles. Once I had this one puzzle, I was on this thing for a while. This locked me up, but with trial and error and testing the variables, I could tell I was starting to get there. This one dude was at my place. He's on his phone. He literally YouTubes the answer and solves the puzzle right in front of me before I knew he was doing that. Like, what a dick. What a fucker. What's shittier than YouTubing the solution of someone's puzzle they've been working on and then solving it right in front of them? Like fucking their wife. Like, it's like fucking someone's wife, solving someone's puzzle via YouTube. It's right there. Whatever, it was a dick move. I'm just saying. Don't cost me my puzzle. But as for Escape Room, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what's your favorite movie or video game based on puzzles? Gotta throw video games in there. I feel like there are more video games based on puzzles than movies. But whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.